this is Colin Benson welcoming you to Highbury Stadium, where Arsenal hope to boost their somewhat diminishing hopes of retaining the League Championship by building on last week's 3-1 victory at Derby County. The manner in which they achieved that success has lifted spirits all round, and it is no surprise that manager George Graham keeps the same team this afternoon. The Gunners lost their unbeaten home record last time out against Chelsea, and of course are still without Rocastle, Marwood, Merson and Davies, who are all injured. Everton come to Highbury on the back of 3 successive victories and a record of 1 defeat in the last 8 games. This has carried them to 4th place, their highest standing since early November. The Toffee men are without Kevin Ratcliffe this afternoon, the captain having also missed Wales' defeat in Dublin with a jarred and bruised heel. And with Atterveld suspended, Pat Nevin returns to the wing. Number 10 there, Tony Cottee, formerly with West Ham United. A striker back in form with 2 goals last Saturday. Everton, of course, are able to welcome back England defender Dave Watson after a 5-match absence with a head injury. So they've got a fairly solid defence out there. It's Everton in the all-blue strip, kicking from right to left to get this game underway. The referee this afternoon is Roger Gifford from Mid Glamorgan. And it really is a beautiful afternoon here at Highbury Stadium. Many of the fans in their shirt sleeves on this, the last Saturday of March. And the throw is Arsenal's. Tony Adams keeping close watch on number 9 there, Graham Sharp, the Scottish international striker, who really hasn't found his goal touch this season, although he did find the target last Saturday. This is Cottee. I'm not sure whether that was an attempted shot or a cross. The result, anyway, is a throw to Arsenal to be taken by Lee Dixon. Watson. Back to Neville Southall, the Welsh international goalkeeper. Cottee caught offside. And hardly any wind here at all to affect the play. Perfect conditions. Winterburn. Forward by Thomas. Smith putting that one through. First attempt from Campbell. And he's certainly made a hit with the fans here. They applaud every move he makes. This is Nevin, former Chelsea sorcerer. To Perry Groves, wearing number 11, but operating on the right at the moment. Stopped there by Kevin Sheedy. Throws, that's a good throw for Campbell. And he made it well. Chance here for the shot. And that's the sort of form that's making this 20-year-old such a star. I really have high hopes of this lad. Dominated the youth scene. He's now showing his talents to the full at senior level. 2 goals to his credit so far. Southall forced to palm that one away. This is Winterburn. Adams getting up there. Well, when these two sides met earlier in the season, At Goodison, Everton won 3-0 and went to the top of the First Division. Their fortunes have fluctuated since then, though. This is Smith. Richardson. Cross coming in from Winterburn. Sheedy, the man defending. Southall, the 1984 Footballer of the Year. Great challenge there. Penalised by Roger Gifford. Dave Watson, who started his career with Liverpool but made his league bow with Norwich City and is now back in his familiar homeland in the blue shirt of Everton. And down goes Tony Adams. Corner's been given. Tony Cottee, the man that put the pressure on. Nevin just outside the box. There'll be no knockdowns from that. Cleanly taken by John Lukic. Campbell up against Poynton. Number 2 is the skipper, Ian Snowden. Kieran out to Poynton. Groves taken out by Neil Poynton. Dixon. Good ball into space for Campbell. And Campbell held up there by Martin Keown, former Arsenal player himself. Keown. Watson. Well, the Highbury fans not liking this tactic of Everton playing the ball square. Campbell sorting it out. Clearance from Keown. Thomas now. Oh, just couldn't slide that ball through. Picked up by Richardson. Looking for Hayes, but just chipped it a little too high. So a corner to Arsenal to be taken by Kevin Richardson. Smith coming in, punched away by Southall. Winterburn to Thomas. Thomas forced back. Well, full credit there to Everton. They picked up all the runners. And Michael Thomas was unable to play a forward ball. Sheedy. Cut out by Adams. Pinched by Nevin. This is Snowden. Richardson again. And again. Watson's header. And again, Watson. Pattern to the play at the moment. Arsenal trying to use the wings. And Hayes getting that one across. Well covered though by Neil Poynton. And Kevin Sheedy, the man on the run. McCall. Notched away there, but only into the path of Sharp. Pat Nevin now. This is Poynton. McCall. Richardson. Chance here for Paddy Groves. Groves to Smith. Oh, it's a goal! Smith scores! 22 minutes gone and Arsenal take the lead. And it all started from Tony Adams' headed clearance at the other end. Groves made the running on the right. Just rolls the ball into the path of Smith. He spots the goalkeeper off his line and a beautifully executed lob into the top corner. Beats Neville Southall. That, incidentally, is Alan Smith's first goal since New Year's Day, when he scored twice in a 4-1 win over Crystal Palace. So it's Arsenal 1, Everton 0. And that rounded off what was probably the best move of the match so far. Lukic hasn't had a shot to save all afternoon so far. Looking for Smith. Picked up by Sheedy. Forced backwards though. Campbell now dispossessing the Irishman. It was Neil Poynton who came to Everton's rescue. Smith, whose goal separates these two sides at the moment, trying to regain his scoring touch and win favour again with England manager Bobby Robson. Free kick given to Arsenal. Lukic to Winterburn. Watson to Snowden. Over the top looking for Cottee. Cottee made the ground well. With a good recovery there by Nigel Winterburn. Still in possession. Good play by him. Hayes now on the run for Arsenal. Paddy Groves in support as Campbell goes crashing. This is Dixon. And the high looping ball looking for Smith. And excellent defensive play by Ian Snowden. Pat Nevin now. Nevin with a chance maybe to get the cross in. It's blocked. Good covering by Thomas. Campbell putting Watson under pressure. Forcing the hurried clearance and subsequently winning the throw. And some instructions there for Nigel Winterburn from the Arsenal bench. Campbell's header. Richardson. This is Dixon. Dixon going all the way. That's a good cross. Richardson again. Always available for those loose balls is Richardson. Groves can't get that one through Poynton. Bold now. Dixon to Groves. Just nudged back there by Dave Watson. Throw to Everton, to be taken by Neil Poynton, who made his Everton debut in a 6-1 win over Arsenal in November 1985. So that was a good start for him in a blue shirt. The moment he's on the losing end of this match. Hayes now. Looking for Campbell. Winterburn. Good one to Groves. Richardson. Dixon. Richardson again. Oh, nice little touch. And back to Steve Bold. Adams all the way back to Lukic. Lukic, who made his league debut for Leeds United at Brighton in October 1979 and kept a clean sheet in a 0-0 draw. Thomas now. Whistle's gone. Dixon. Nearly turned out to be a good ball. Ian Snowden. Everton just don't seem to be able to make any impression at all on this Arsenal defence. They're second to the punch every time. Flicked on by Smith. And tidied up there by Neil Poynton. Good turn by Sharp to Cottee. And once again, Nigel Winterburn getting back quickly. Lee Dixon with the throw, finds Richardson. Campbell. Oh, that was a great ball. Unfortunately for Arsenal, Groves was offside. I'm not sure whether he meant it for Smith or for Groves. Really was a good ball, that. McCall now losing that. Poynton. Richardson, former Everton player, of course. And they're giving him an awful lot of room in the middle. Pat Nevin now. McCall. Nevin. Two skilled performers. Kevin Sheedy taking up position on the right flank. McCall again. No danger at all. Norman Whiteside unable to do anything with the ball. Really, the middle of the park has been dominated by this man, Kevin Richardson, and his teammates. Gamble now. Thomas. Winterburn to Thomas. Dixon to the right. Looking for Hayes. Hayes just beaten there by Snowden. Steve Bold quickly in with that challenge. And on says the referee. Trying to switch the play there. Just not enough elevation in the pass. Richardson again. Simply picking up everything that's loose in that midfield. Lee Dixon now. Groves, and space to get the cross in. Dixon's cross. Hooked away by McCall, but picked up by Michael Thomas. And Martin Keown under pressure there from Lee Dixon. Goal kick the outcome. But one has the feeling that Arsenal could just slip into another gear and just cruise away with the points here. Campbell to Groves. Sheedy. A little push there by Sharp on the big Steve Bold. And it's Bold himself to take the free kick. He's been in the side since the end of December. Keeping David O'Leary on the subs bench at the moment. Campbell's header. Watson's clearance. This is Adams. Neil Poynton to take the throw. Started his career with Scunthorpe United. Had 5 years with them. Sheedy's cross. Cotty to Poynton. Not a bad cross, but the layoff not good enough. And Smith now for Arsenal, holding the ball well. Keown. Watson playing the through ball. So Arsenal just picking these balls down the middle off with relevant ease. Ian Snodin with the throw. Down goes Richardson. Free kick to Arsenal. To be taken by Nigel Winterburn. Smith's in the middle. Groves has got his head to it. Dixon's attempted pass deflected over the line by Kevin Sheedy, so it's Arsenal's throw. Good throw from Groves. Smith got his head to it, but the whistle went. A little bit of pushing. Watson. The pace has considerably slackened. Heat factor, of course, a determining factor here. As Martin Hayes comes in on the goal, shot coming in there. Oh, magnificent save by Southall. Beautiful strike that from Nigel Winterburn. And Neville Southall pulling off a magnificent save. It's Hayes who did the initial run. Winterburn follows up with a shot. And that's a magnificent save by Southall. Campbell now, chance here. Oh, Southall again. And suddenly it's Neville Southall against the Gunners. Throws the man playing the ball through for Campbell. Takes it on the right foot. Tries to pick his spot. But Southall at his best. Southall again with a punch. As the whistle goes, so Arsenal finish this half with a flurry. They go in with that single goal advantage, a lead which on the state of play they could easily have increased in a half in which they have reduced Everton to a supporting role. Well, no doubt there'll be some hard talking in the visitors' dressing room over the next 10 minutes. The half-time score is Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Welcome back to the second half. Arsenal kicking from right to left this time, wearing the red shirts, white shorts. Number 10 there is Kevin Campbell. Richardson, who has been at the heart of so much of Arsenal's attacking play in the first half. And Everton really have to pick their game up if they're going to salvage anything from this match. Winterburn. Beautiful first-time ball for Smith. Smith holding up, waiting for support. Winterburn with the throw. Loose ball that, easily cut out by Winterburn. This is Campbell. McCall. Nevin. says the referee. He just nudged away there as Hayes went in. You just wouldn't believe, looking at that picture, that this is March 1989. Adams. Smith to Hayes. Thomas. Richardson across the middle, but knocks it back to Steve Bold. Bold, the long one over the top for Campbell, and his chance here. Oh! And the bounce wasn't kind to him. In the end, Neville Southall able to punch it clear. Still Arsenal 1, Everton 0. And really, had it not been for Neville Southall, the scoreline could be far more emphatic in favour of the Gunners. Dixon now. Richardson in the middle if he wants to use him. Perry-Groves. Oh, Perry-Groves trying to get it back to Steve Bold. Whistle's gone. Offside. This is Martin Keown. 23-year-old, born in Oxford. Chance here for Sheedy. Oh. That came off Adams. So on Lukic, who decided against a loan move to Queen's Park Rangers. And thus squashed the deal which would have brought David Seaman to Highbury. Snowden. Play very disjointed at the moment. But Arsenal still looking sound at the back and giving nothing away. Dixon's lob forward. Smith chasing. Chance. The ball didn't break for Campbell. Snowden again. Point and letting that one go because former gunner Martin Keown's down injured. It looked like he pulled a hamstring to me. Went down after he landed there. It was when he landed that the trouble happened. And it looks like he might not take any further part in this game. So a sad sight for Everton fans. Just 51 minutes of this game gone. And Neil MacDonald, the former Newcastle midfielder, is the replacement. Bold. Back pass there from Winterburn. At least it wasn't on target. Free kick to Everton. Donald getting that one up the line. Donald has taken over the right back berth, and Ian Snowden has gone inside to partner Dave Watson, but it's Campbell now for Arsenal. Tried to recover, couldn't get the ball through though. Right side, trying to get it out to the left. And a free kick to Arsenal. A good crowd here, basking in the sun. Really is unbelievably warm for the time of year, and I think the players are beginning to feel it. Southall with the long kick down the middle. Turned in by Hayes. Smith trying to find Thomas. Watson to Poynton. Poynton. Didn't get it away. It gets in the second challenge though, and it's picked up by Groves. It's still only that slender goal, the difference between these two sides. Well, that cheer you heard was for the score shown on the scoreboard. Southampton have taken a 2-1 lead at Anfield. And everybody on the North Bank hopes that it stays that way. A free kick though to Everton. Sheedy, Tony Cottee, the man in trouble there. Sheedy, we have a free kick here. He's the dead ball expert. Norman Whiteside also on the ball. We'll see that foul again. Challenge from behind. That's what's been penalised. Kevin Sheedy, the number 11, a man who can bend the ball round the wall. And Sheedy obviously doesn't feel that that wall is 10 yards away. Teed up for Sheedy, but it was Groves who got his body in the way. And still John Lukic hasn't really had a shot to save in this match. Kevin Sheedy taking retribution himself there for that obstruction. Roger Gifford sorting it out. Free kick's being given to the Toffee men. And a stern word or two from the referee. It's going to be a bounce ball, and it's Groves against Sheedy. Watson didn't quite get on that. Campbell giving him a bit of... Well, Campbell really causing some problems there for Dave Watson. Some things hotting up here at Highbury. Snowden playing it into the middle, and Adams getting above everyone. Smith to Hayes. Good ball by Smith, picked up by Dixon, and the flag's up as soon as the ball was played. Michael Thomas just got the wrong side of that back line. The call. Steve Bold finding Richardson. Winterburn. Ball down the line into the space again, picked up by Smith. This is Hayes. Totty back there helping. Still Everton really unable to launch a serious assault on John Lukic's goal. Pat Nevin now trying, clever back heel from him. This is McDonald. And once again, defenders given time to make their clearance. Campbell. Smith. Campbell. Oh, the idea was good. But Ian Snowden just knew a little too much, anticipated it well. Adams now getting it through to Campbell. And again, he couldn't get the cross in. He was waiting for support. Adams, beaten there by Cotty, picked up by Michael Thomas. And Tony Adams has gone down. Got a knock on the shin, I think. And ever present this season. Making his 178th league appearance here this afternoon. McDonald. And Nevin trying to work it out. Rather laboured in it. McCall to Nevin. Michael Thomas. Oh, he's done well. He's done well. Oh, that's brilliant. Smith with the touch to Groves. Dixon out to Thomas. And Neil Poynton once again getting the challenge in. And a little bit of magic there from Michael Thomas. Campbell, oh, just couldn't find the space to squeeze that shot through. He turned well, but the blue shirts ganged up on him. Here it is, takes it with the right foot, screens it well, but just no way through. Dave Watson did well there. Adams with the header, oh, just over the bar. Well, he scored 5 this season, 17 league goals in his career. And that was nearly his 18th. Came in from the back there, over the top of McDonald. Free kick then to Everton. That's when they get the ball back. To be taken by Ian Snowden. McDonald to Groves. This is Hayes chasing this one. Oh, good control by Hayes. Clipping that one through, well cut out by Snowden. Nevin now for Everton. And Richardson penalised there. Kevin Richardson. He's done magnificently well because he's had a virus this week as Kevin Richardson. And he really has covered every blade of grass here this afternoon. It was doubtful whether he'd play at one stage. Southall right out of his goal. It's interesting to note that Arsenal have 6 homegrown players on view, or in their 13 here today, whereas Everton have none. And the checkbook still hasn't found the magic formula for the Toffee men. A little bit of tension beginning to creep into the game now. Always a dangerous scoreline, 1-0. So John Lukic with the free kick. Well met by Watson. Dixon. Campbell getting a tackle in there. Dixon, oh, caught from behind. And the free kick's been given. Meanwhile, we've got a substitution being made. They're going to take Kevin Richardson off. 81 minutes gone then. David O'Leary takes over from Richardson. And he comes on for his 496th league appearance. He's now just 4 short of George Armstrong's all-time Arsenal League record. And what a marvellous servant he's been to the Gunners. Just 9 minutes left for play then, and Arsenal still leading by that 1-0. Smith's layoff. Groves. Looking for Smith, but a little too deep. Nevin. Snowden. Hayes. Oh, shielded that ball well. That's a great ball, but the flag was up. Kevin Campbell just didn't time his run to perfection there. But what a marvellous ball it was from Martin Hayes, who started again for the 7th time this season today. He's also come on 3 times as a substitute. Burn with the throw. McDonald. Cut out by Winterburn. Donald waiting for some movement off the ball. Adams. Poynton getting it forward, but to no avail. David O'Leary charging back. And John Lukic with the kick. Neil MacDonald. to Nevin. Snowden. Sharp got up for it, but Everton finding it difficult to put their passing game together here today. Adams winning that one in the air. Norman Whiteside just too slow to bring that one under control. Dixon getting caught there. Winterburn. Oof. And that challenge there from Neil Poynton leaves Nigel Winterburn in pain. Winterburn taking the free kick himself. Campbell. Can't find a way through there. Winterburn. Winterburn couldn't turn it down the line, so a throw to Everton. And another substitution to be made. Kevin Campbell is withdrawn. Now his replacement is an interesting character. Kwame Ampadu, who was 19 last December, was born in Bradford of an Irish mother and a Ghanaian father. He was brought up in Dublin and made his league debut in the last 4 minutes at Derby last Saturday. He's a lad with a little bit of skill and could be an exciting player. Indeed, he qualifies for 4 different countries, so it'll be interesting to see who he eventually plays for. He's won youth caps with the Republic of Ireland. He also qualifies for Ghana, of course, and England. And I think it's a name that we could be hearing a lot of in the future. In the meantime, John Lukic with everything under control. On his way to keeping yet another clean sheet. Hayes. Smith. Oh! And that one nearly caught Neville Southall out. And the man going in on him there was Kwame Ampadu. Smith to the left here. Hits the early cross with the left foot. Nevin. Peter Beagrie trying to turn this Arsenal defence. Well, he held off 3 defenders there. Chance here for Cotty. Cotty teeing it up there for McCall, and he can't take the opportunity. Free kick given to Arsenal. Now move into stoppage time. Southall. Adams. Everton making a last desperate effort. Michael Thomas. Ball bounced up and hit his arm, but Nevin going through. Another claim there for handball. Cotty on the ball and stopped in the end there by Tony Adams. Everton appealing for the penalty, but the referee having none of it. We'll see it again. Pat Nevin, the man on the ball here, gets the shot in, and definitely blocked by the arm. But the referee obviously deeming that it was ball to a hand and not to hand a ball. And there we are, another victory and another 3 points to rekindle the Arsenal Championship challenge. It was all down to a single goal here this afternoon, but there was a much greater gulf between these two teams than Alan Smith's solitary first-half strike suggests. The Gunners put on a solid all-round performance, and I suspect that manager George Graham will be highly delighted with his defence, which hardly gave Everton a kick. For Colin Harvey, there are obvious worries as Liverpool take pole position. They've won 3-2 at Anfield. Arsenal are now 6 points adrift of them, having played one game more. The final score then, Arsenal 1, Everton 0, and we'll see that goal again.